Welcome to the final episode of Before the Scalpel, what we want the world to know. That's amazing.
Yep, and I think big picture. And so of all the episodes we've done prior to this and where we built ourselves up to is, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
And so looking at the Powell practice, 55 years in, as now we enter our 56th year, where we've started and where we've ended up has been amazing. And so this Discovery program, although we're going to be celebrating 20 years, it was 56 years in the making, getting us to this point.
Right.
And having this this technology, this treatment for discs to try to help heal these patients and get their lives back has been amazing.
So cool.
Yeah.
The last 11 episodes have truly been about what we do. We're hoping that this episode is why.
Why?
So if you've ever seen the Simon Sinek YouTube or podcast, where he describes it this way: if you have a board, let's say it's a 2x6 laying on the ground, if you walked across that 2x4, I would give you $20 to walk that board. So if I put that board between two buildings 20 feet in the air and offered you the same $20 to walk across the board, you'd never do it. Yeah. Put your child on the other side of that board and that building's on fire, you would run across that board regardless about the $20 because you're going to save your child.
Sure.
So the why is changed between the situation or the circumstance.
Yes.
And so this episode is to try to explain the why. Why should you try this program? You've been told your only option surgery. We're saying that we'd like to give an opportunity to see if you might be a case or a good fit for what we have to offer.
Well, I agree. I mean, not just the why, but in my eyes, why not?
Right.
Why wouldn't you do this? Because it's a safe alternative.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, okay, you
Gave
move
it
on.
the best effort.
Yeah, you gave it your best effort. You're no worse off. Actually, you'll be a little better off
Right.
to have what needs to be done. But if you don't and it works, there
Save
you
the
go.
day.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
We love that.
No-brainer. But you're right. I mean, you talk about the 2x4 on the ground, walking across that, no big deal. But when you elevate it, and now there's a risk involved. Two buildings so far up. Now, okay, if I don't get across and I happen to slip, it's not going to be a good outcome. Well, people come to us in fear, thinking there's no other option or that they're going to have surgery. And so fear changes perspective.
Right.
And if there's a big fear, it can make a simple solution a very difficult thing to go after.
Right.
And so that's what your example was. So perfect example there. You know, so we give people hope, and we see the outcomes. We've seen the differences. We've seen the changes, and it's been amazing. So
Cool.
You know, we know it's going to help, and so we'll do our best to get people to at least give it a try.
Right.
You know, and so educating our patients has been a big factor in that, to try to get them to, you know, because everybody knows somebody.
Yeah.
And so that's the question we always ask people when the first thing they say is, I felt better. Who else do you know then that could benefit from what we have to offer?
Exactly.
And that's how we build our deal.
Right.
So, yeah.
So we're going to share with you Cindy's story. Her testimonial is amazing. So see you in a few minutes.
Sometime about 2 years ago, I started having pain that went down my right leg and sometimes into my foot, and as time progressed, it got worse. I saw a chiropractor from a different practice periodically, and then I went to an orthopedic surgeon. I was with him for about 2 months. He did an MRI, and I had 2 rounds of physical therapy, and at the end of that time, nothing had changed. So he met with me and recommended that I either have injections or surgery. Someone had recommended Dr. Knoll at Powell Chiropractic. When I first came in, I just felt hopeful from the start. He was very positive about everything, and He did x-rays, he used the MRI from my orthopedic doctor, and then he gave me a diagnosis. And from what I understand, I had a pinched L4 nerve, partly because my spine was just in misalignment, and I also have spondylolisthesis. He made up a treatment plan which went over a couple of months, and it involved decompression to, expand my spine. He also did rehab exercises. By April of this year, I was pain-free, and it was the first time ever that, in over 2 years. And then one day I realized, I'm not feeling any pain anymore. I am just so thankful because I feel like it changed my life. I can play with my grandkids now. I don't have to worry about, if I go to a restaurant, is there going to be a chair that I'm going to be able to sit in? And I just don't have that chronic pain all the time. The one thing that I really appreciate about him is that he is a problem solver. And if something wasn't working out, he said, well, I've got something else I'm going to do, and so he kept moving along with that. For me, it's a place of hope, it's a place of healing, and really a place of joy. It's a beautiful environment, and I would highly recommend it to anyone.
Isn't Cindy amazing?
Yeah.
What a delightful lady.
Absolutely. And thank you, Cindy, for sharing that. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And those are the type of things that you sharing that can help, reach out to others and maybe give them an option that they hadn't considered before.
Right.
So, and looking at the fact that, a possible surgery for her, we're not anti-surgery.
No.
We're not saying that, surgery is completely out no matter what. Sometimes it can save lives, but many times it's not the first step. There's other things, there's other
Exactly.
options, and so that's what we're here to give you folks out there listening right now and watching. There's hope, there's other opportunities, there's other chances, and there's other options.
Agreed.
So
Trust matters. And we hope that we've given you some more information to make the decision that's best for you, your family, friends, loved ones.
yes,
And all of our information is also available on our website.
yes,
And if you go to powellchiropracticclinic.com, and it's the Discovery, the Disc Recovery Program,
yes.
all of the videos of everything that we do is on that page.
Absolutely. And the videos, as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth thousands more. I mean,
That's
so
right.
being able to watch it, and it gives a very detailed account of what the machine and the process actually can achieve. It's worth looking at. And hopefully this reaches some folks out there who thought there was no other option, and this may be something that can offer hope.
Right.
And that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
So,
we hope that this has been informational, educational, gives you an opportunity to have other options.
absolutely. And we're here available for a consult, call. We're here to talk, whatever it can be or whatever it can do to help. So,
That's right.
Thanks for your time.
So signing off, I'm Dr. Jim Powell,
I'm Dr. Walter Knoll.
and we're thankful that you had the opportunity to watch this.
Amen.
Powell Chiropractic Clinic introduces Disc-covery, the alternative to back surgery. The advanced Disc-covery protocols created in 2006 by the doctors at Powell Chiropractic Clinic are healthy and effective ways to avoid surgery and relieve pain. Innovators in chiropractic care, Dr. Jim Powell and Dr. Walter Knoll invite you to live pain-free, drug-free. Call today for a free no-cost consultation and preliminary examination. Powell Chiropractic Clinic, located on Munson Street Northwest in Belden Village and at powellchiropractic.com.